welcome our viewers to Duval County, the northern part of Florida, and the largest city in the Sunshine State, as EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Denver Broncos. So the D-line's going to spread out. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Bortles. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Bortles now to throw. Steps away to his left. And down he'll go at the 25.
Lose a
the
game.
decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Lose a game.
Partner, I would guess that in his headset,
Lose a game.
his coach, it's 3rd down. Don't take a sack.
Blitz
lose a game with it. Lose a game with it. Lose a game with it.
And it'll be a loss of
Lose a
about
game
8.
now.
So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this.
Come on, bud, throw the ball. You're supposed to have been through that ball.
Back at the 24. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. Play fake to Anderson. Now Simeon. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas.
Lose a game,
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Well, that's what I call an answer right there. They gave up a sack on the previous play. How about what they did to finish things off, turning it right back around?
That's the response, and that O-line feels
it's funny, dude.
Yeah, without a doubt.
It's
because
funny.
The sack in the previous play, that just hurts those guys because they never want to see their guy get hit.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. Here's Corey Grant now to return. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles, the backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. As you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid
game.
Penalties, just really
clean. No rushing yard.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game, and, of course, being in attendance. A really well-played game.
Allen Robinson, the intended receiver. And now it's 3rd down. Now Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete.
Don't lose your game with it. Don't get beat so early now.
Here, it was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was
probably
the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Denver Broncos, they missed out on the playoffs for the 2nd straight year. Their offense coming back onto the field here. And that's coming off that Super Bowl 50 win. I don't know that we expected them to go back-to-back or anything like that, but I certainly don't think
we saw wide open down there field.
Right?
No, you're correct on that one.
Come back
and a big part of it is, what's one of those old adages in sports that defense travels and defense is a constant? Well, the Broncos' defense has been exactly that. I mean, look, they were 3rd overall in total defense. in 2017. So the idea that they're going to drop to that type of a record with a defense that good, that just tells you about all the offensive struggles they've had.
Yeah, we mentioned the quarterback troubles, and just 5 and 11 in 2017 for Denver.
Still wide open.
Incomplete on the deep ball. Demarius Thomas, the
Still
intended
open.
receiver,
Wide open.
Third down. Well, you've got a receiver here who's got 1 touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there. Wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Now it's Simeon off the bootleg. And he will have a man, Demarius Thomas. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. An excellent pickup of 34
Boy, that's a bad play, though.
yards.
Oh, that's a bad play. Oh, that's a bad play. Right?
On a crossing route, he hits Demarius Thomas. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. They go play action here on first down. And this one is incomplete. Demarius Thomas, the intended receiver. And it's second down.
I like what they tried to do there.
Oh, you finna kill yourself. Go over there and sit down.
Came off of a momentum play. Big time gain on the previous snap. Came right back and threw one deep, hoping to catch them on their heels.
Uh-oh, got him.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. Under pressure, and he'll go
Yeah, the
down.
boys out
Sacked
there,
back at the
they ain't
31.
nothing.
Tillman
They ain't
Smith
nothing.
from his outside
They ain't
linebacker
nothing.
spot. He gets him down here for a loss of 4.
Run with him.
Play
Run
action.
with him.
It's Simeon.
Run with him.
Flushed out right. That's caught. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
Oh, you just couldn't stop that play there.
Demarius Thomas with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Man, this game finna get out of hand early.
McManus now for the extra point.
Oh,
And this is no
Thank
good.
it.
Missed the PAT, so they fail to connect, and this remains a 13-0 game. Now McManus on to kick this one off. To return it is Corey Grant.
he went the other way.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. I want to give a
so
hat
you-
tip
so
real
you
quick,
break
Charles,
it,
to
and
J.J.
don't get
Watt
out of
before
it.
the possession switches here. Walter Payton,
Seems like
NFL
you'll
Man of
never
the
break
Year,
it,
and they
so
totaled up
you can
how
never
much
get
he
out
helped
of it.
raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So,
you break
congratulations
it.
to J.J.
I'm
Watt,
not
all the
getting out
people
of
who
it.
participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
And he'll be taken down, but
Oh,
not
I did
before
that.
he gets
I
into
did
enemy
that.
territory. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I have to admit, I'm excited by
So
that
you got to
play
lose
call
3 yards
and
7
the end
times for me to
result,
feel better
because
about
this is a team that's
my
down big
defense.
early in the first quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the
Nope,
playbook, and just start
nope.
firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
Here's Bortles to throw. Eluding the pressure right. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Throwing is Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Brandon Marshall.
Already
in there
getting
to
ugly.
get him for a
There you
loss
go.
of 9.
There you
and
go.
that'll lead to fourth down. Here's Brad Nordman now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here
You
in
ain't
this
learned the
first
first
quarter.
time I ran that play with.
Now remember, they were successful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on fourth. They're going to try a second time. They do go for it. It's Bortles. And the pressure gets to him again. Adam Johnson in there to drop him. And it'll be a loss of about 8. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl. But third MVP this past season.
Everybody get pushed back.
Really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Get back. Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams. But he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
He go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999 where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. Well, maybe a free play for Simeon. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a second and short yardage to start things out. The quick slant caught, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
A shotgun snap for Simeon, and this will be caught. It's Fowler for a Bronco touchdown. Benny Fowler, a 2-yard touchdown grab, and the Broncos will extend their lead. So they're going to go for 2. Simeon, and he fires one incomplete. Tough there, good pass, hit the hands, he just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. But before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Von Miller. From that outside
I got you. I want you.
He's able to get in there for a loss of 9.
Till you break it, I'm not getting out of it.
Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Fournette, a first down carry. Gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards.
Come on, boy, what you doing?
Jones drew in 2011.
How your back tank?
And Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
Now Leonard Fournette. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty. He can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary.
I love you.
And that led to a really nice game.
I said I can.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. On second down, here's Fournette.
Brick wall over there.
Swallowed up right at the line of
Brick
scrimmage.
wall over there.
Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down,
Read him.
not out of it by
Read
any
him.
stretch
There you
of
go.
the imagination.
There you go.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Derek Wolfe.
Forgot you got a whole nother side of the field over there. I wouldn't advise you to throw it over there, though. It'll be
The amount
another
of sacks
pick.
that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Oh, got him.
Bortles. And this is going to be incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be resigned, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. Looking deep for Demarius. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. And I think the ball's out. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts, really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played all through well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they...
Looking for Hearns, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Akeem Talib. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage. But instead, he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Miles Jack coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Two minutes to play here in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Lampert.
To throw on second is Simeon. And he's going to go down again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Third and long. It's Simeon. Flush to his right. Throwing right side. That's complete. Demaryius Thomas. He's at the 30. Past the 20. 10. 5. And all the way home for a Bronco score. Demaryius Thomas on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Broncos will add on to their lead.
Hey, man, just give up.
He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to
Just
go.
Just give up.
Now McManus on to
Oh,
kick this
man, I'm
off.
going to score as soon as you give me the ball back right here. Oh,
And they
man.
will not get a chance to return this one as it's
I
through
know
the
it.
end zone for a touchback. The
I know it.
Jaguars getting set to go.
I
Typically
heard
down
that.
to the first
Oh,
half,
man,
I
I
might
got
say,
out my
you at
defense.
least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First
Oh,
half,
man,
you
you
still
tripping.
got a chance. I think they're
You
out
tripping.
of patience here. This has to
You
be a
tripping.
drive it gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you
true.
get to that portion of the sheet
really
that
true.
says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use
Smoking
to
dope
get
or
yourself
something.
back into it. I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
He loses 4, and it brings up 4. To throw is Bortles.
Drop it.
Incomplete.
Drop it.
Curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
Drop
and
it.
the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
I ain't what I want, but I'll take it.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
Here you go.
Here we go.
Here you go.
Simeon on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Fowler. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness to run.
And he's going to
That nigga wide open in.
driven down. Miles
That
Jack.
nigga wide open in.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with
I know
28
it,
seconds to
right?
go in the first half
Yeah,
of
you can
play.
do with that.
Simeon in need of something big
Go right here,
following
right
that
here.
sack, facing 3rd and long.
Party, party. Hurry up, here we go. 3:19. 3:19.
I need that nigga to run.
Back to the Philly, here we go.
From the gun, here's Simeon. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Paul Preslasny in there to drop him, and back-to-back
Second and
sacks
21.
now bring up 4th and long.
You ready?
3:19. Good.
See? Yeah, I just switched that shit up like that.
And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jaguars are going to take possession here on the turnover on downs.
You ain't finna score. I can tell you that. You ain't finna score. I
And
can
some
tell you that.
changes here as the D-line separates some.
You ain't finna score.
Now Bortles.
You ain't finna score.
Now this is intercepted.
You
My
ain't finna
goodness.
score. I can tell you
Picked
that.
up by the free safety, Darian Stewart. That's it.
And
for
I get the
first
ball
half.
back.
2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside
Put my
kick
hands
attempt.
team out there. Better kick it to the fullback. It's the best bet.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56.
The slot man in
We
motion
do.
right. Now a first down throw, Simeon. He's going to launch this thing way down. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Emmanuel Sanders, 55 yards.
You laughing at it, Brent.
Hat on.
It's ugly, bro. I missed a field goal for you, bro. Oh, then I lied.
Those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off,
You gonna bring some,
let's face it,
you bring some
that
sugar
should've been
home?
done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out
Okay,
there?
well, that's you.
And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
Thinking too hard, Willie.
And that'll carry over the back
Quit screaming.
line of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they
Uh-oh.
work their
Hail
way
Mary
back
time.
out for their first possession of the second
All the
half.
picks in the world,
They're
right
down
here.
in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play.
How many plays do you script coming
man,
up?
that nigga got 48 yards. You can't lose that, man.
To 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you.
And the Broncos get there and take him
You
down.
won't throw it.
Derek
Tell you that,
Wolfe
mate.
able to disrupt yet another pass play. His third sack of the afternoon. On 3rd and long, it's Bortles. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing.
Man, if all y'all punt, man, it would look real ugly if I score
It's
there.
real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. But you just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Despite being 0 for 4 converting these so far, I guess they're going to say 5th time's the charm.
Give me a pick.
Again on 4th
Give me a
down.
pick.
Throwing
pick.
now is Bortles.
No pick.
And he goes down.
You
It's
can't
a
even get the
sack.
ball off.
They get him back in his
You ain't
own
got enough time to get the ball off.
Adam Gotsis in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon.
Now let's go.
And the wideout in motion.
Green 39. Watch it now.
Here's Simeon. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. There he goes right
That
side.
nigga done got him a lucky
He's at the
stuff.
50, 30, the 20. And he will take this.
You got a lucky scope,
It's
bro.
a touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other.
Yeah, I'm beating him
Talk about a
33 to 6.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team?
You
Not
can't
just
do
the
nothing.
points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast. End
Just
zone
give
to
up,
end
man.
zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo, you said momentum,
Uh-oh.
right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of
See what he
limping
doing.
across at the end
There
because
it
of
is.
that distance, but he made it.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And this is caught on the sideline. But no, they'll say out of bounds. He caught it but was not in bounds. Incomplete. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick.
Kick it to Davis now. 31 from the sideline. How you gonna get it back?
And the Broncos are going to get the football.
Ooh, I was trying to
And
pitch that
that's
stuff.
why you have your hands team out there on the field. You're the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't
All
you?
about the numbers, baby. It's a new game
Hey
now.
man, this stuff, this right
It's
here
gonna
is
go as a loss of a
easy,
yard,
bro.
and it'll be
It's
second
easy.
down.
Let's go. Everybody get pushed back. Everybody hit the ground. Everybody hit the
He
ground.
sheds a tackle. Now he's got
Everybody
some
hit the ground.
space. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. C.J. Anderson, 47 yards, and the Broncos continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like
Who you
big
talking
bolts
to?
of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for two in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, I mean, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's
Yeah,
hurt.
Hail
This-
Mary
no,
time.
no, okay.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on fourth, turned it over in their own territory.
Here we go.
but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the wild bunch backing me up over here on my own side.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. They give him a gain of 38.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
On second down, here's Bortles. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Adam Gotsis getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Bortles going to throw. But he's got it to Hearns. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Allen Hearns, 33 yards. And the Jaguars get a score closer.
When we draw up defenses on the board, we do account for every receiver. But on that particular play, somehow he was wide open, became an easy touchdown pass.
And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them, and field position leads you to that type of play calling, and whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things, now that they've given up that type of field position,
that nigga
advantages switch to their opponent.
That nigga was
First down, Simeon. Looking long for Thomas. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Well, I guess
I'm going to show you.
Someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot.
Man, he got a long way to go.
And let the other team know they were coming after him.
The motion man is Fowler. On 2nd and 10, Simeon.
Oh, he's wide open.
Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. So the numbers have been good in the passing game, and certainly a big reason why they have
really, you know, I ain't never scared, bro. You know, I ain't never scared. I'm glad you finally started talking, man. It's started to get bored. Everybody get pushed in the zone. Everybody get pushed in the zone. Everybody get pushed in the zone. Oh, everybody get pushed in the zone.
Past the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Devontae Booker, 42 yards. And the Broncos add on. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Now McManus on to kick this one off. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
16 yards. That
nigga trying to throw that ball out there. I don't want you to stay right there.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Forced out to his left. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Oh, boy, partner, did that just happen? I've got my hand over my eyes right now because
okay, yeah. Pick six, pick six, pick six, pick six, pick six, pick six.
Defensively, just very lucky. You know that they got away with one there.
Was trying to extend
yes.
that play, wasn't he? Got out of the pocket, ended up scrambling off to his left, trying to find anyone open downfield to try and make a big-time play.
Thought he had an opening there for a second, but that window closed pretty quickly. He can run for it, and he will. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 11 yards there for Jacksonville, and a first down as well. Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Derek Wolfe. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Bortles now to throw. Dancing to his left. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Final minute now of the third quarter. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, there's a reason he was the first running back taken. You saw the ability there, the ability to be physical and get down.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. And they will line up now for the 2-point try.
Here we go now. Here we go now.
Throwing is Bortles. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
I guess the last score wasn't enough for him. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Now a play fake here on first down. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Let me get right. Let me get right real quick. I'm finna get right now, Willie. I'm finna get right now.
Second down now after
the
incompletion. Play fake to Anderson. Now sent in. Flushed out right.
Let's go.
It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory.
All right.
Very nice pickup of 33 yards.
Everybody get pushed in the end zone.
Back now in
Stop, Brenton.
Stop. Trying to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll get forward for 3.
Get your butt back in here.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though.
Come here, Butch. Touchdown. Touchdown. What the hell going on? This nigga just laying on the goddamn ground. He must be hurt. That nigga can't get up, man.
Now with a play clock winding down.
Nigga just laying on the goddamn ground. I had to burn the time out for that.
It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Man to man.
And motions the wide receiver.
Man to man. Man to man. Man to man. Come on, boy. You gotta hold them. You gotta hold them kind, man. Gotta hold them kind. Gotta hold them kind.
But the collision came at the exact time.
So mom, answer the phone.
Really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. To throw Simeon.
Woo! Oh, he down right there. Give him the phone. Answer the phone.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other. But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good positions.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. And he's got room. Open space inside the 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Broncos use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This fielded at the 2. The Jags offense now gets set and heads back onto the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. So what again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And a nice gain of 21 yards. To throw, it's Bortles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So that right there was his 2nd pick, but keep in mind, this is a guy who once had a rare 3-interception game in his career.
So what are you saying, that getting 2 in a game, that's like kid stuff for him? That's nothing. He's already
Amateur
done that,
hour.
right? Been there, done that. You know he wants a 3rd again.
After the interception, here's Simeon. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
A play fake to Anderson. It's Simeon. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on second down, couldn't connect. Now it's third.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here. That looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Off the fake to Booker and Simeon. Sliding out of the pocket. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. He's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there that brings up fourth.
I guess they figure with a guy who is that hot downfield, who knows how to get the ball into the end zone, you throw it up and give him every opportunity, even though that one fell incomplete.
Yeah, he's already been in the end zone multiple times. Tried to target him again deep there, but unsuccessful. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They're going to go. It's Booker. And some room to maneuver. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
The defense has got to be kicking themselves. They forced them into a fourth and long, and I mean long. And yet a running play picked up the first down. How does that happen?
And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe a free play for Simeon. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Yannick Ngakoue in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. Third and long. It's Simeon. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep. Back over the middle. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And now it's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Flush to, and his pass is intercepted for the, and now on the pitch, the ball's loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Calais Campbell in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. In motion left goes Sanders. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. On second down, here's Simeon. And he's got it, complete to Fowler. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one. And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 14. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell and just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they didn't get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And the Broncos are going to get the football. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
Even though that one was incomplete, you could see the training that went into that play. He gets out of the pocket, ends up moving to his right. All he's trying to do, though, extend the life of the play, keep it alive, hoping someone would pop free.
Was able to take a pretty good shot with a deep ball, but incomplete. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete.
Here we go. 3-19.
The motion man is Fowler.
Back 99 Philly. Here we go.
On fourth down, Simeon. Now Simeon stripped. He lost the football. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And that will force a turnover on downs.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
Bortles. Flushed out right. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Man, defensively, that hurts. They got him out of his rhythm. They had him hemmed in, but somehow he was able to tuck it away and get away for a gain.
It's caught right side. It turns. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Allen Hurns with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And that'll make this a 19-point game. So it would no doubt be a miracle comeback from here, but let's see what they can do starting with the onside kick. And they got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. So they touched it before it went 10, and that's obviously not going to help their comeback bid here in the fourth.
No, not at all. And they're trying to get something going after one there. But you've got to give yourself a chance. Let it go 10 before you touch it.
Let's go. Green.
In motion left here, Sanders. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw it back deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Barry Church. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. What a nightmarish game he's having now. 6 interceptions that he has thrown.
Absolutely unbelievable, isn't it? Hard to believe we're watching this and have seen it, but it just tells you about the game of football. It giveth and it taketh away.
Yeah, the guys, though, that have thrown 6 interceptions in a game, the likes of Peyton Manning, Brett Favre, I think Joe Namath, he did it 3 times. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Bortles to throw on second down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. On first down, Bortles. Flush to his right. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Akeem Talib. So he actually goes back about 9 yards on the return, but the interception is clean, and they have the pigskin, and they take over. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that